your mortgage for home improvements. Hey everyone, it's Joe Bladek. We're going to get right into this today. How to get the best deal. When is the best time to refinance your mortgage? What months are best out of the year? And why are they exactly the best months? I'm going to get right into this. And the reason why I want to get into this is because I love helping people save money. And on my show, Canadian Mortgage Weekly Live, Canada's only weekly mortgage news podcast, we love helping people save money. So much so that if you're looking for a mortgage, my info is in the video description below, and you can reach out to me. I'm a mortgage broker serving all of Ontario, and it can help with your mortgage virtually or however way you want to get set up. We can do a phone appointment, whatever. But what I'm going to be talking about today is very key. There are certain months of the year that are actually the best months of the year to refinance. And that is because you can get a better deal, and lenders are out there to give you a better product as well. And as we get into this, we're also going to get into some mortgage statistics today. We're getting into some news that's come out for the mortgage market. We're just coming off a Bank of Canada interest rate announcement that occurred yesterday on April the 12th at 10 a.m. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And we're also going to talk about the housing market. And I wanted to cover all this today. But first, let's get into why it's important to know and what months are best to refinance your mortgage for home upgrades. And also, we got a giveaway later that I'll talk to you about. Make sure you comment, tag your friend, and share this live stream to be entered into the giveaway. So, if you're looking at home upgrades, we're continuing with our celebrations for home inspectors this month for the month of April. April is National Home Inspector Month. And for that, I know a lot of folks, when they buy a home, the home inspector will point out, hey, there are some upgrades that you need to do to your home to make it more livable, to make it sound, to make your home free of any deficiencies. Perhaps you bought a home with a leaky roof or an old furnace, and you need to upgrade that furnace. Perhaps your AC unit is 30 years old and is using a lot more electricity than some of the newer models out there, and you want to upgrade for energy savings. You know, maybe your bathroom is due for an upgrade as well. Maybe this is a personal thing where you can't stand the dated bathroom and you want to put some money into a bathroom renovation, or your family is getting into that kitchen renovation this year and you want to get into that. Well, there are actually there's some best months of the year to refinance your mortgage. I'm going to get right into this right now. You may not know this, but these months seem to be the best months to get the best deals, best rates, and the most competitive offers. Things such as market conditions impact this, and also your personal financial situation will impact this as well. There's actually more months of the year than you think that are the best months to refinance your mortgage for home improvements. The first few months of the year are one of the best times: January, February, and March. So right now it's April. But between January to March, I'm not saying April's a bad time, but January, February, and March is a better time to refinance. These months tend to be the busiest time in the mortgage industry, and lenders are often looking to make deals to attract new customers. What sort of deals are you looking at here? Well, a lot of lenders will tend to come out with deals where they come out with cash back upon closing, or they'll pay for your legal fees, or maybe even pay for an appraisal, or all three. So they're willing to make a deal and gain you as a customer and lend you more money. All right, so that's one of the best times actually to refinance your mortgage. The second best time to refinance your mortgage, when do you think that will be? And don't forget, we have a giveaway later this episode. The summer months. That will be June, July, and August. Why is that? Well, during the summer months, actually, lenders may be more willing to offer competitive rates to attract customers. It's typically a slower time for the industry, so a lot of lenders will try to keep the momentum going off the spring market by enticing mortgage brokers to hand out other deals such as rate discounts, appraisal fees paid, legal fees paid, discharge rebates, that sort of thing. Keep in mind, we're not talking about mortgage transfers. We're talking about mortgage refinances. So this will be June, July, and August. That's the second time of the year. That are the best months to refinance. All right, so there's another time of the year which could also be the best months to refinance, and that is actually the fourth quarter of the year. Lenders in this space may be eager to meet their year-end targets. And that can make it actually a good time for your broker to negotiate on your behalf for better terms, rates, etc. on your refinance. And it's important to note that while these months may offer opportunities to secure better mortgage terms, at the end of the day, the best time to refinance ultimately depends on your personal financial circumstances and the current state of the market. So for example, if you have a quote from a contractor and they can only get started during a time when it's not the best month to refinance, but they need the payment then, it might be just better to refinance during a month where they need to get paid and you want to get started on your renovation and you don't want to delay things because maybe it's going to delay things for too long to wait for that best month to come around. Therefore, it's best to speak to the mortgage broker you're working with. If you're looking to speak with a mortgage broker and don't have one, I am an Ontario-wide mortgage broker. I can help you all across Ontario, and you can actually book an appointment with me in the video description below. So the end of the year will be the fourth quarter, so that will be October, November, December. So actually, there's quite a few months that are the best months to refinance. Those, just to recap, would be January, February, March, June, July, August, October, November, December. Any of those times are the best months to refinance. And when I say the best months to refinance, best month to start the refinance. If you're closing, you can actually close your refinance whenever you like within the 3 or 4 month period the lender allows. It's the moment you start your refinance and submit your application that becomes the most important date. So that being said, that covers the best months of the year to refinance. And if you're looking to refinance today and want some numbers to help you get an idea of where you sit, make sure you reach out to me, Joe Bladek, through the video description link below. I have an appointment link there where you can book an appointment directly into my calendar. I'll be talking about the giveaway in just a second here, but we're going to get into the mortgage news now. And getting into that in just a second here, we're going to be talking about the average house price, inflation, CDOR rate, bond yield, and all that. But looking forward also to give away this National Nutrition gift card. National Nutrition is a great place to purchase supplements and vitamins. You can go online or in-store right in Aurelia, Ontario, and I'll be giving away a $20 gift card. To be entered into this giveaway, make sure you share, comment, and tag a friend. All right, so with that, where's the bond yield at today, and why is that important? Well, the 5-year bond yield is actually important to predict and see where fixed rates for 5 years are headed. And yesterday, we had the bond yield sitting around 2.99%. Today, it's up 10 basis points to 3.09%. Quite an increase, and we're seeing that the Bank of Canada actually held rates steady on Wednesday, which is interesting to see this sort of increase since the Bank of Canada made this rate announcement. So where's the bond yield been? Well, we did see a peak around March around 3.59%. So it's sitting about 50 basis points lower than its early year peak. Where it's headed, I don't know. It has tried to increase since we had that crash of the bond yield that occurred just at the beginning of March when we had the Silicon Valley Bank collapse, and bond yields did fall at that time. Okay, so where's the CDOR rate sitting? Well, that's actually a metric I use to determine whether or not a 5-year variable rate mortgage is a competitive option. And right now I'm seeing that CDOR rate sits at 5.06%, same as yesterday, and virtually the same as last week. And we really haven't had any movement on the CDOR rate since the beginning of this year in January. So right now, variable is not exactly the best, most competitive option to take for your mortgage. I would consider going either fixed or variable, depending on your personal financial situation. All right, what else do we have here? Well, we have the inflation rates. So Canada is sitting at 5.2% for February. We will have the new numbers for March just in a few days. However, it has been going down. The inflation is still high, but inflation has gone down from its peak of 8.1% in June. For United States inflation, we do have a inflation update there for March, and inflation did drop to 5% for March 2023 for the United States, down from a peak of 9.1%. That's a huge decrease in overall inflation, very close now to and within reach of the 2% target. Be interesting to see how this plays out for Canada. However, I'm thinking that with the inflation dropping to 5% for the United States, that could mean why the bond yield did spike just a little bit earlier this week. Okay, the jobs report. We don't have the jobs report out yet for March. However, we do have it for February. February, we did see an increase in the overall jobs in Canada. So with jobs going up again in Canada, showing that the economy is pretty strong. The change was 0.496% increase for February. So that's an interesting adjustment. We'll see if we do have an increase in employment. Actually, employment rose by 0.1% this month. My mistake for February. We'll have to see if it rises again for March. We'll have those numbers just in a few more days here. And that will help determine what the Bank of Canada is doing on the next rate announcement, which is in June. Average home sales price in Canada. This is the kicker here, everybody, because we did see that the average home price, although we have seen quite significant declines since February of 2022, we did see a huge jump last month by 8% overall, which has been the largest increase since February 2022, and that was an increase of 8%. Currently, the average sale price in Canada sits at $662,437 for the average home price in Canada. With the average price sitting at $662,000, it's incredibly difficult for folks to get into the average home price. And to get this as your first home, you really need an income of over $150,000 at the minimum down payment. So, yeah, that's where we're sitting at for the housing market in Canada today. And if you're looking to get a mortgage or get pre-approved, you can contact me. My name is Joe Bladek. I'm a mortgage broker across Ontario. and looking forward to give away this gift card from National Nutrition for $20 to one lucky person this week. Make sure you comment, share, and tag a friend. And I'll be reaching out to everyone next week, to the person that won next week. And in the meantime, thanks for watching Canadian Mortgage Weekly Live for April 13th. This has been Joe Bladek, and we'll see you next week for episode 134 as we continue celebrating National Home Inspector Month. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next